Well, Black and White Network, I have a question for you guys. When it comes to the National Republican Party, why should anyone be hyped up for the National Republican Party outside of Donald Trump? Take Donald Trump out of the equation. Is there any reason to be hyped up about the Republican Party on a national level? I say no. There is no reason. That was actually on full display yesterday, guys, because the Republicans, I believe what it was, something like 100 Republicans ousted George Santos, who wasn't convicted of anything, allegations, nothing more. George Santos flipped a blue district red last November. I believe it was November. And then the Republicans ousted him. Actually, that was in 2022, not 2023. The Republicans ousted him. The Democrats, of course, were unified on ousting George Santos. And the Republicans said, all right, why don't we give you Democrats a layup? Let's oust George Santos and we'll give you back that district. That is how weak the National Republican Party is. It's a joke, man. Outside of Trump, there's no reason to be excited about the Republican Party. Now, maybe your state Republican Party is good. Your local Republican Party in your city is good. But on a national level, no. Absolutely pathetic, man. Because for one thing, in New York, the so-called Republican that they actually put up wasn't even really a Republican. This person is a Democrat, man. I don't remember her name. She was an immigrant from Ethiopia. Don't know much about her, but some of her policy stances. She's a Democrat. This is what the Republican Party has done, and now they lost that seat. Well, you guys know that Ronna McDaniel, she's gone. She'll be gone after the I believe South Carolina primary. She's gone. Under Ronna McDaniel's leadership, the Republican Party on a national level has underachieved. And they're almost bankrupt. I believe the coffers for the RNC are like $8 million. That's it. That is really pathetic, man. She needed to go. The Republican Party on a national level is a joke. So Donald Trump has made some recommendations on who should actually be running the RNC. And you know what? What's the old saying? Blood is thicker than water. Yeah. So he's actually nominated some of his family members to take charge of the RNC. I think that's a good idea. For one thing, MAGA has a base. The Republican Party, they don't really have a base. They don't. I'm sorry. If Trump goes away, the day Trump goes away, let's say he does it 4 years. This is why I believe his VP pick is so important. It definitely needs to be someone America first to carry on the mantle. Well, Nikki Haley is definitely not America first. And she is panicking right now because Donald Trump has nominated some of his family members to take charge of the RNC. Let's get into it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member, live stream every single Friday. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button, get access to the same thing. It all just starts at $5 per month, guys. So here we go. Look at this, guys. This is on NBC News. Nikki Haley suggests Trump is aiming to take the election by promoting his daughter-in-law for RNC leadership. Trump has also endorsed North Carolina GOP chair Michael Whatley to be the next RNC chief, and Laura Trump, the wife of his son Eric, to serve as co-chair. Yeah. So Trump wants America First people to take charge at RNC. And Nikki Haley is talking about Trump is trying to take the election. I'm assuming she's talking about the GOP nomination. Newsflash, Nikki Haley, you have no shot. You never had a shot. So why are you panicking over this? Let's listen into this NBC clip right here. Let's play it.
Politics now with Donald Trump in firm control of the Republican presidential race. He is now looking to expand his influence on the party and calling for a change in leadership at the RNC. NBC's Garrett Hake covers the Trump campaign for us. Hi, Garrett. Good morning. What more do we know about this move and how it might impact the Republican Party?
Well, Savannah, this would be a major shakeup. Overnight, former President Trump is pushing for 3 loyalists to head the Republican National Committee and replace Ronna McDaniel, who's faced a lot of pressure to step down. Mr. Trump is endorsing a top ally as party chairman, his daughter-in-law, Lara Trump, as co-chair, and he would also make a senior campaign advisor into the party's chief operating officer. The idea here is that these moves would tighten Donald Trump's grip on the party and basically eliminate any daylight that exists between his campaign and the RNC. Now, Mr. Trump's last remaining primary rival, Nikki Haley, blasted this plan in a statement overnight, saying that Trump is, quote, rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic, and pointing out that under Trump, the party has lost election after election, and the RNC is effectively broke. Now, the former president can't do any of this unilaterally. These moves will require an RNC vote, which now appears likely to take place after the South Carolina primary next week, Savannah.
All right, Garrett.
So you heard that right there, guys. You heard that right there. And Nikki Haley is blaming Trump for election losses, even though Ronna McDaniel, a part of the establishment, a Romney, under her tutelage, the Republican Party has underachieved. Remember, she's related to Mitt Romney, who failed to win the presidency. They always talk about Trump can't win an election, but however, Trump actually won the election and got the most votes ever for a sitting president for re-election. The old guard of the Republican Party, man, that loves to bend the knee to Democrats, the base is like, nah, we're tired of that. Tired of that. And in the 2022 midterms, man, there was a calculated effort by the RNC. They really put no money whatsoever into Arizona. I believe it was Blake Masters that was running. They shafted him. The RNC, man, sneaky, man. Very, very sneaky. Their days are gone, man. The old days of the old Republicans are ending. Younger people, guess what? Younger people are actually endorsing Trump. You notice I didn't say the Republican Party. I said Trump. Nobody wants Nikki Haley. Nobody wants these America-ass Republicans. Because the Senate, they were on full display. You had how many Republican senators actually voted for the $95 billion to Ukraine? It was like what? 10, 15 Republicans? Yeah. That's the old guard right there. America last. This is pathetic, man. I believe this is a good move here by Trump. I think Trump has learned a valuable lesson from the first time he was actually in office. He can't be surrounded by Mike Pence's or those kind of people that's going to backstab people. I mean, those Republicans, man, that voted for Ukraine, they need to be primary. All of them. The people in the House that voted to oust Santos. Yeah, I'm looking at you on Dan Crenshaw, right down the road from me. He needs to be primary. They need to be gone. I mean, man, this is the reason why, man, Democrats are better at strategy than Republicans. I despise the Democrat Party, but their strategy, man, is light years better than the Republicans. Not even close. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.